buildings built by a previous civilization before the reset and the government had to get rid of them. I want you to use your logic, and I want you to use your eyes, and I want you to use your memory. Two massive buildings that were constructed and tore down within 60 years. Singer building supposedly only started off at 10 stories. It started construction in 1897 and ended a year later. To that construction, supposedly, in 1898, they added another 14 stories on top of the 10 stories. In 1902, supposedly the same building erected 41 stories. The tallest building in the world until 1908. First of all, look at this thing. Does it look like our construction? Does it look like we built it? Or is this one of those founded buildings? To be honest, the architecture is beautiful, it's massive, and it doesn't look like we built that in 1898. 1908, it was the tallest building in the world. 1968, 60 years later, they tore it down. Yes, they tore the whole building down. That whole building is torn to the ground 60 years after it was completed to be the tallest building in the world. Now you tell me, look at the architecture of this building. You tell me, first of all, there was no preservation. Second of all, there's just no useful place for this building at all. 60 years and it's tore down. Absolutely makes zero sense. Think of your town, the town you live in right now. You don't have an abandoned building that's been there for years that they haven't torn down. A building in the hometown that you grew up in, that you go back to your hometown and it's still there and there's no business in it. But look at this building. You don't think that nobody would use it for anything at all? They had to tear the whole building down within 60 years. Was that from a previous civilization, and we do not build like that, and it will become too obvious amongst the buildings that we build, like the one it replaced. Look how ugly that is. So they had to go. They had to go. That's the only way that it makes sense. Tell me why they would just build this building in 60 years, they would tear it down. Unless there was something to hide. You tell me, does that make sense to you? Do you have buildings in your town or the town that you came from that are still there that nobody's using and nobody tore down? Let me know. It's us.